required to study the or analyzing the projectile. Okay, so projectile. So there are many terms which are very much useful in analyzing the projectile motion. Okay, so suppose if I take x and y axis over here, so this is what x and this is what y. So projectile, this is what going to be a projectile. This is what its initial velocity, say u, and this is what origin. So here x component will become what ux, y component will become what it will be u1. Okay, so this is what u1. So after time t, when projectile comes over here, okay, so velocity will become what v. Okay, so its components will become what? Its components will become vx and vy. Okay, so as you know, ux is equals to what? Ux is nothing but u cos theta, because this is what theta. Then uy is what? Uy is nothing but u sin theta. Okay, so all these things we have discussed in our last discussion. So let me write the assumption. What is that assumption? The acceleration. Assumption about the acceleration. What is the acceleration? What is the vx? Means velocity along the x-axis. Velocity along acceleration at t we can take at t. So acceleration, that is what you can say, velocity along x. So vx is what? Vx is going to be ux. Yes or no? Because velocity is constant along the x-axis. So what will be the acceleration along x-axis? So the differentiation of constant is going to be what? Differentiation of constant is going to be 0. So that is why acceleration along the x-axis is what? 0. What about the acceleration along the y-axis? That is what? Vy. Vy is equals to uy minus gt. So what will be the acceleration? Acceleration will be ay equals to minus g. Okay, because differential of t is 1. So what you can write for a acceleration equals to ax I cap plus ay j cap. So we have written this in our last discussion. So 0, what is this one? Minus g into j cap. That means acceleration is equals to minus g j cap. Okay, so not required, but we should know what exactly we will get from the assumption. Okay, so now if I come to the in writing the velocities at time, can I write this one? What is ux? Ux is equals to u sin theta, and uy is equals to what is the uy? Uy is nothing but u this is what u sin cos theta. So this is what u sin theta. Okay, so u cos theta and u sin theta. So what about the velocities at t? Velocities at time t. So velocity at time t is what? Vx is equals to ux. So that is nothing but u cos theta. What about vy? Vy is uy plus minus gt. Yeah, uy minus g into t. So what you can write? So vy, this uy is what? It is 0 minus, so g into what you can write? So minus gt. Uy you can substitute here. It is not going to be what? 0. So this is what? U sin theta minus g into t. This is what? Velocity along the y-axis. So that is what v1. Okay. So you got these two equations, vx and vi. Again we have written this in our last class. So similarly, displacement at t. Displacements at time t. So that is what displacement at time t means. X equals to x equals to ux into t. Velocity along the x-axis, then multiply by t. So this will be what you can write it as just u cos theta into t. Similarly, what about y? Y equals to ut plus half at square, that is uy into t. Yeah, uy into t minus half gt square. Okay, so this you can write it as y equals to what you can write u sin theta into t minus half gt square. Okay, so these are the what equations we got for the displacement and velocity. With the help of these things, we can go through some of the important terms which they may ask, or which will help us to study the analysis of the projectile. Okay, and we already know that. So what can you write about the angle of projection? So we already know what is that path of projectile is what? Parabola. Okay, path of projectile is parabola. Okay, is parabola. So this we have these all things we have discussed in our last class. So now we will go with the some of the important stuff. That is what. So what is the time taken by the projectile to come to travel distance from here to here, or what is the maximum height attained by the projectile, or you can say what is the horizontal distance traveled by the what you can say. You can say it is horizontal distance traveled by the projectile. Okay, so all these things we have to discuss now. So first very important term is time of maximum height. Time of maximum height. Time of maximum height. Okay. So what is the time of maximum height? Listen properly. What is time of maximum? What is the maximum height? Maximum height may be here. Okay, so this is going to be what? Maximum height. Okay, so you can call it as h maximum. So how much time will it take to come to the maximum height? So how we can study this one? At maximum height. So what will happen? At maximum height. So at maximum height, what will be the zero here? Velocity will be zero. V equals to 0. V equals to 0 along vertical or along horizontal. Horizontal it will not be 0. It is going to be 0 only along vertical. So Vx is not equals to 0, but Vy is equals to 0, because it is not moving in upward direction anymore. So it is moving only in horizontal direction, not in upward direction. Okay, so velocity along y-axis is 0, but velocity along x-axis is not equals to 0. Okay, so how we can what you can take here? Vy equals to 0 for maximum height. So substitute Vy equals to 0 over here. What is Vy? Vy is equals to u sin theta minus g into t. U sin theta minus g into t. Okay, so you can take these equations as 1, 2, and this you can take 3 and 4. So many times we can use this one. Okay, so from equation 2 I will write. From equation 2 you can write Vy equals to u sin theta minus gt. So Vy is what? Vy is 0. So 0 equals to u sin theta minus g into t. So what is g into t? G into t, if you take on this side, it will become positive. So u sin theta. So t equals to u sin theta divided by g. This is what? This is the time taken to reach the maximum height. Okay. So what is the time of maximum height? It is the time taken to reach maximum height. So what is that? That is called as time of maximum height. Okay, is called time time of maximum height. Okay, maximum height. Okay, so this is what the formula for time of maximum height. Time of maximum height. Okay, so next we'll take one more important term, that is what time of flight. Time of flight. So what exactly the time of flight? So the total time, you can say it is the total time taken by the projectile to reach the maximum height then come back, or it is total time for the projectile when it is in flying. Okay, or you can say it is time taken by projectile from the point of projection till it hits the ground. This is what the total time. Okay, so can I write what is the time of flight? It is a time taken, it is the time taken by projectile, from point of projection till it hits the ground. Okay, so or horizontal what you can say horizontal distance. Okay, or hits the ground. Okay, or earth's surface. So this is what you can say. You can say it is the definition of time of flight. It is the time taken by projectile from point of projection till it hits the ground. Okay, so this is what we can say time of flight. Then how you can find this one? For the time of flight, what will happen? So a projectile will go here, then it will come back. Okay, so this is what total time. If you look at here, this is what total time taken. So if you look at here, what is the displacement along the y-axis? It started from here. Okay, it started from here. Again, it is coming back here only. So displacement along y is what? 0. Displacement along y or vertical displacement is 0. Vertical displacement is 0. Vertical displacement means what? Y is 0. So from equation 4, so what you can write? From equation 4, what you can write? You can write it as y equals to u sin theta into t minus half gt square. Now substitute y equals to 0. 0 equals to u sin theta into t minus half gt square. Okay, so take half gt square on this side, half gt square u sin theta into t. Okay, so this 1t and this 1t will get cancelled, so t equals to, this 2 will come on this side, 2u sin theta divided by g will come over here. Okay, so total time of flight, don't take this t, so better you use capital T. So 2u sin theta divided by g. So this is what going to be formula for time of flight. Remember, most of the time they will ask time of flight, not this one. Okay, so this is what the time taken to go up. Okay, so this time is what? It is total time taken for the projectile to go up and again come down. Okay, so if you look at the equations of these two, this is u sin theta by g, this is what? 2u sin theta by g. Okay, so that means total time is 2 times the time taken to go up, means to reach the maximum height. That means how much time it will take to reach the maximum height, same time it will take to come back to the ground. That means time of ascending or ascending time is equals to what? Descending time. That is what we are getting here. T equals to 2u sin theta divided by g. So if you are confused with the definition, simply you can write it as total time taken by the projectile. Simply you can write total time taken by the projectile. Total time taken by the projectile, total time taken by the projectile is called time of flight. Time of flight. Okay, so you can simply write total time taken by projectile is called time of flight also, or you can follow this definition also from time taken from the point of projection to the till it hits the ground. Okay, so these two definitions you can use, and from these two equations what we got as time of ascending or ascending time. Ascending time is to go up, is equals to descending time. Okay, descending time. Ascending time is equals to descending time, because total time is 2 times the time to reach the maximum height. Okay, so most important is remember what is time of flight. Okay, we got two more equations. What was that? One is t equals to u sine theta divided by z. So that is not much important for us. So what is important for is time of flight. Time of flight. So time of flight is equals to what is that? 2u sine theta divided by z. Okay, so this is what the time taken to reach the maximum height. This is what the time of flight. Okay, so these two equations we got. I will write those also, 5 and 6. Equation 5 and equation 6. Okay, so now next one more is maximum height of the projectile. Okay, so maximum height of projectile. Okay, so of projectile. What is maximum height of projectile? It is nothing but the how much vertical height. This is what the maximum height or distance, vertical distance traveled by the projectile. So this is what the vertical distance. If you look at over here, so what you can say, this is what the maximum height. Okay, so this is what the maximum height. So how we can define this one? How we can define this maximum height? Can I write the maximum vertical distance, or the vertical distance, traveled, by the projectile. Vertical distance traveled by the projectile. Vertical distance traveled by the projectile is called you can say maximum height. Okay, or maximum height of the, simply you can write here, keep this much. The vertical distance traveled by the projectile is called as what? It is the maximum height of the projectile, or simply you can say it is the maximum height attained by the projectile also. Okay, some would say maximum height attained by the projectile or maximum height of the projectile. Okay, so how we can find that? Maximum height attained by the projectile means it will go here. This is what the maximum height. So to come here, how much time it will take? It will take time t. That is what time taken to reach the maximum height. What is that time t? From equation 5 we got t equals to u sine theta divided by g. So maximum height means what? Y. This is nothing but y. Vertical. This is what y axis. This is what x axis. Okay. We are not talking about the x axis. We are talking about the y axis. So you can take y equals to maximum height. Maximum height I will take hm or h maximum, or simply you can take h also. Okay, so let me write h maximum here. Okay, so let me take just hm, maximum height. So we know that what is that from equation 4. Vertical height is what? Vertical height is y equals to u sin theta into t minus half gt square. Okay, u sin theta into t minus half gt square. So substitute y equals to hm. Y equals to hm u sin theta. What is t? T is u sin theta by g. U sin theta divided by z minus half z t square. In place of t you can substitute u sin theta divided by g whole square. Okay, so what you will get? H maximum is equals to, so u sin theta will become u square sin square theta by z minus 1 by 2 again u square sin square theta divided by, this will become g square and this is g. So let me write g and g square. This one will get cancelled. Okay. So what is the common over here now? U square sin square theta by g minus half u square sin square theta by g. So let us take u square sin square theta by g common. So what remains is minus 1, then minus, here it remains 1 by 2. So 1 minus 1 by 2 is what? Again it is 1 by 2. So hm is equals to u square sin square theta divided by 2z. So this is what going to be. This is what 2 minus 1 is 1. So divided by 2. This is what the formula or the maximum height attained by the projectile. Hm equals to u square sin square theta divided by 2z. So h maximum is equals to u square sin square theta divided by 2z. So this is what going to be formula for maximum height attained by the projectile. So maximum height depends on what? Maximum height depends on, it depends on what? It depends on initial velocity u, then angle of projection theta and angle theta. Okay, if theta is 90 degree, if theta equals to 90, what will happen? Sin 90 is what? Sin 90 is equals to 1. So h maximum will become what? U square divided by 2g. So this is what the maximum height you can reach. Okay, so that means if you want to reach the maximum height, you should not throw in some 45 degree or some 30 degree. You have to throw in at a what you can say 90 degree with the horizontal. Okay, so this angle is what? 90 degree with horizontal, not vertical. With vertical means 0. This we are taking theta. So if you have to project in this direction means, so theta will become what? 90 degree with horizontal. With vertical it is going to be what? 0. Okay, so if you throw vertically 90 degree with the horizontal or vertically 0, then you will get it will attain maximum height. That is what, when you throw a ball with some 45 degree angle or some 30 or 60 degree, it will not go that much height. Instead of that, if you throw at the place where you are standing there only, if at 90 degrees, what will happen? It will reach the maximum height, then it will come back. Okay, so that is what, again it depends on what, how much velocity you are giving. Simply you are throwing 90 degree but giving only little velocity means it will go only this much height. If I throw this 90 degree, it will go only this much height. Instead of that one, if I apply the more, if I give maximum initial velocity, then it can go with the maximum height. Okay, so this is what 90 degree. You have to throw 90 degree if you want the maximum height to attain. Okay. So one more very important term, that is what? Horizontal range. Horizontal range. You can say horizontal range of projectile. Time. Okay. So this you can denote it by R. So horizontal range of projectile. Okay. So what do you mean by the horizontal range of the projectile? see, if when you throw when you project an object, so it will come over here. This is what the horizontal distance, or this is what the maximum horizontal distance traveled by the projectile. This is what this x is going to be. What this x is going to be horizontal range of projectile. Okay. To come from here to here, how much time it will take? It will take time equals to what? Time of flight, means total time. To come here, it will take only maximum height time. To come here, it will take total time. It will take total time. That is what we can say, time of flight. Okay. So then, what is the horizontal range of projectile? It is the horizontal distance traveled by the projectile. Okay. So the total horizontal distance, distance traveled by projectile, okay. So is called what? It is called as horizontal range of projectile. Okay. So this is what we want to get. Okay. So if after time t, if you take after time of flight, so this is what the horizontal distance. This x we want to find. Okay. So to come from here to here, how much it will take? It will take the time of t. So this t is equals to what? It is nothing but time of flight, means total time taken by the projectile. So to come from here to here, how much time it will take? It will take total time. So this total time we already know what is that? That is time of flight equals to 2u sin theta by g. Then what you want to find? You want to find x. So to find the x, you can get any equation from here. Where you are having x, here you are having the x. So what is that? From equation 3. So can you write x equals to u sin theta into t. So x equals to u sin theta. This time is what? Total time of flight. Okay, you have to write capital T over there. So x equals to can I write x equals to r, that is horizontal range. So let me write it as r equals to u sin theta into what is it is not u sin theta, it is u cos theta. Okay, sorry, it is u cos theta. This is what u cos theta. So u cos theta into what is t? T is 2u sin theta by g. Okay, it is 2u sin theta divided by g. So r equals to, take to u into u will become u square. This is what? 2 sin theta, I will write cos theta later, sin theta cos theta divided by g. From your mathematics, from your trigonometry, we must have heard this one. 2 sin theta cos theta is equals to what? Sin 2 theta. Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. So similarly we are having here 2 sin theta cos theta means what? Sin 2 theta. So range equals to u square sin 2 theta divided by g. So this is what going to be formula of horizontal range. I can write RH also. Okay. So horizontal range RH is equals to u square sin 2 theta divided by g. U square sin 2 theta divided by g. That is what going to be horizontal range. Okay. So your horizontal range depends on what? It depends on again your initial velocity and also it depends on what? It also depends on the what the angle of projection, that is what the theta. Okay, it is depending on both theta and initial velocity, how much you will give. So it is very much difficult to give the maximum initial velocity. Whatever may be your powerful, you have to, if you are playing Suppose if you look at your cricket wagon wheel, so usually what happens when you hit the sixes, some people can get out because of here only, and some people can easily hit till at this much distance. So what is the difference between these two? Why this ball is coming here only and this person is hitting that much long? That all depends on not how much energy they are having. It is not actually depend on the how much energy. It all about what? It all about physics. So if you look at the angle of projection, so angle of projection makes you to move the ball for a longer distance. So when you get this value will become maximum sin 2 theta. Sin 2 theta will become maximum when theta is what? When theta is 45 degree. What is the maximum value of sin? If you take this as 1. If you take sin 90 equals to what? Equals to 1. That is what the maximum. So if you take theta equals to 90, this will become what? 180. So that it will become 0. So that is why what you have to take? You have to take theta equals to 45 degree. If you take theta equals to 45 degree, so 2 into 45 will become 90. Sin 2 into 45 will become what? 90. So sin 90 is what? 1. So maximum what you will get? For theta equals to 45, RH will become what? U square divided by G. This is what the maximum horizontal distance traveled by the projectile. Okay, so this is also a very important formula. Remember this one. Again we will discuss here. Then you may ask me. So sometimes for the same angle or for different angles we will get the same horizontal distance. Suppose sometimes what will happen? If I take over here, you can hit 6 like this also, and you can hit 6 like this also. Okay, so both are reaching same place, but angle of projections are different. So these kind of things also sometimes happens, that we will see that one. So those all things we will discuss in the next class. So far you can remember all these formulas. What are those? You have to remember the formula of what is the time of flight, that is 2u sin theta divided by v. You have to remember the formula of what is the maximum height attained by the projectile, and you also have to remember what is the horizontal range of the projectile. Okay, that is all u square sin 2 theta by g.